Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me, okay?
And that'll do it. Listen, you heard it. Listen, I don't have to. You not my daddy. You not my daddy. And if you don't want me coming for you, then you better stop coming for me. Welcome, y'all. You know we ain't even supposed to be up this late now. You know we ain't even supposed to be up this late because this what grandma them say, Mama V, what they say to Syria, it's a school night. It's a school night, black folks, and you know we don't stay up this late on a school night. But I know some of you have tucked them cheerings in the bed, honey. And if you like me, you got a lemon drop. Queen Sheba, how you get a lemon drop this late, baby? I have a bar. What is it called, y'all? A barista? I got some barista. I cooks, I cleans, and I got a barista. So I carries my behind upstairs, and I hit lemon drop. And I hit strong and I come on back down and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Listen, I am ready, y'all. I had to give y'all a little bit of humor. Because baby, we gotta talk. And like Trending says on her topic, Molly girl, you in danger. Molly girl, you in danger because some of these bloggers out here are on the payroll. Ooh, and I'm gonna tell it. Ooh, hey, you remember what's happening? When D would tell Roger, "Ooh, I'ma tell mama, yes, we gonna talk about it." But you didn't want to come out the dodo. You didn't want to come out the dodo. Undercover boss. That is what we talking about. Carlos King, let me find out. You out here as an undercover boss in these YouTube streets. Listen, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen. Now. Oh, look. I ain't gonna call out no names. Carlos King is doing his big thing. Carlos King is let me say allegedly. It ain't hard to figure out though if you pay attention. Carlos King is out here doing his big thing as an undercover boss. Let me ask. Oh, I'm just jumping right in. I didn't even warm y'all up. Fuck it, it's late. We getting right into it. Let me drop the link. Did y'all not know now? You didn't want to come out the dodo? Listen, y'all better know where y'all lurking and what platforms y'all are on. Because there has been some switches, some Uno, some draw twos and draw fours, honey, that has occurred over the past 3 to 4 months. And y'all just over there kikiing and snickling and grinning and not even knowing that territory belongs to the undercover boss. Yes, Carlos King, it's alleged you done pulled in some of these millimeters. And they ain't checking for melody no more. Because you done came out the dodo. Oh, have y'all not noticed the shift? Have y'all not noticed the shift in the realm of YouTube over the past 3 to 4 months? And it ain't who you think it is. It ain't who you think it is because Carlos has a type, allegedly, that he likes to recruit on his payroll. Oh, now I gave y'all one in members only a while back. I said, y'all stay off that lady page because what y'all don't know is that lady been working for Carlos for about a year now. Y'all were shocked. And y'all still be over there. But see, members only. I told y'all a while back, I gave you one. So that lady worked for Carlos. I'm not, you know what? But can we call him a snake? I don't know if I want to call him a snake because money talks and bullshit walks. Listen. See, y'all, listen. I don't know if I'm going to call it, maybe it's chess and not checkers. Maybe it's chess and not checkers. Could it be? Let me drop the link. Oh, is it fair? Is it fair? Maybe it's just chess and not checkers. See, I don't get in my feelings behind that kind of stuff. Because I understand the game. Like Erica say, I understand the game sometimes, but I love them strong. What you gonna do when they come for you? The work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Yes, it does. Listen, is it really snake shit? Or is it chess and not checkers? Should we keep that same energy on this side of the playground? When people are making big moves, I'm like this. If you ain't doxing nobody, if you ain't putting my shit out there, I'm just sitting back watching. I can't feel no ways tired, child. In the words of Funky, in the words of Funky Dineva, I feel no ways tired about it. But listen, hold up. Here's where it becomes a problem. Here's where it becomes a problem, and it could potentially become a problem. Now, if you want to work for Carlos King, then just say that. Just say that. And I'm going to do my best not to give any hints. If you want to work for Carlos King, then just say that. I ain't mad at you, baby. Get your money, get your coin. However, another reason why I'm not going to say no names, because I think it would cause a mutiny in the ship. Because there's some people that has wanted to be on that payroll for a long time and they didn't make it. Carlos has a type. And if I tell you the first person that's on the payroll, y'all gonna shit bricks, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to fuck up her shit because I wouldn't want nobody messing up mine. And by the way, I ain't on nobody's payroll. I'm on Queen Sheba's payroll. I get it how I get it, which I'll say it again. I like working for me because I can talk about what I want. I'm not obligated to nobody. I talk my shit, I log off, and I snore loud with the fan on, period, point blank. Sugar, welcome.
Hey, Queen Sheba, how you doing?
Oh, girl, I'm feeling good.
I'm like, oh, what is going on? Who coming out the door?
Baby, they done switched.
I know what you're talking about, who you mentioned a while ago, in the members chat, but who else?
Ooh, it's right in front of y'all. Eyes wide open. It's right in front of y'all. Eyes wide open, right in front of y'all. And it ain't my business to tell, but if you pay enough attention, y'all haven't noticed the shift in YouTube where it's really hard to identify. You be like, what's the shift? Why everybody turning on melody? Baby, on the payroll. It ain't no secrets on YouTube because when you tell somebody gonna tell somebody. Every time you tell somebody that you trust, somebody got somebody that they trust. My thing is this: get it how you get it. It's business, but don't make it seem like, okay, I gotta watch what I say because I sure don't want to put nobody out there. But don't make it seem like you are being neutral when you have an undercover boss. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So, man, so what you saying is some undercover? See, I ain't been watching. I've been watching you, so I don't know if I'm just for the last couple of weeks. So I haven't been watching a lot of people. I fell back on a lot of people. So
why? Okay, let me ask you this: why have you fallen back on a lot of people?
Okay, so I fell back on a lot of people because I felt, like it was some switch up. Like maybe their commentary was kind of yeah, undercover diss, and I'm like, wait, you what? What do you mean? What do you mean when you said this? Or what she mean when she said that? So yeah, I can question. I have questioned a couple of, content create or even on Instagram. You'll see it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we can keep it at that. We could be ladies about it and keep it at that. My thing is this, because somebody say he's a snake. I want to hesitate. Because I feel like, let me tell you why. And welcome Kicking It with Courtney. These are both my priority panelists, y'all. I appreciate you ladies popping up. We finna talk, y'all. I feel like we're savvy enough and sophisticated enough in the palace to be able to like, okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm. As long as you're not, shit. You know what? Let me not even pretend. I ain't got no words. I'm shocked. Kicking it with Courtney. What are your thoughts?
Hey, Queen. Nothing. I came to talk in the back chat.
You came to.
I came to talk in the back chat.
No, ma'am. You gonna have to give us something because I done brought you. Look, you gonna have to give us something. I'm leaving here
No,
with something.
for real, though. No, I don't know who you're talking about, but I just think if you pay attention, you use your discernment. I've had my suspicions for months.
Mm.
For months. I've never said anything to anybody. I just pay attention to myself. I've had my suspicion for months. It's one person because I kind of always have stayed in the same, you know, you go in the same areas.
Neighborhood, the same
Yeah,
neighborhood.
and
Mhm.
I don't go there no more. And I've had that feeling for a minute. And so, I just had a feeling. I can't say who you're talking about, but I know I use my discernment and I've just had a feeling for a while. So,
Could we play
Okay.
a game?
Let's do this. Hold on. Let me ask y'all this, and this real talk, this real grown up talk, y'all. This real talk is grown ups. Does it matter at the end of the day? Would it matter?
to me, I mean, I don't care.
And yeah,
I
either.
don't personally, I don't like that use the millimeters of melody to get your followers up or to pretend and then switch up. But do I care really? No, because it happens so often at this point. It's like,
Mhm.
no.
I don't care either. I think they should be called out. You know me, Queen Sheba, I'm always gonna say call it out, straight shooter. I mean, I just feel like why are we always accepting bad behavior? It's okay. We need to bring shame back. It's okay to just call it out.
I don't
I
know.
would
So crafty. Look, I don't know. So crafty line. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I kind of mentioned something to you a couple of months ago, maybe about something that I noticed. But outside of that, I haven't really noticed anything else. So I feel, like one blogger that I noticed that was really just changing.
Nah,
Um,
it ain't her.
okay, then I'm
Because
lost.
that's in your face.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I'm lost. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me tell y'all something. That's why I said, would it matter? Would it matter?
I guess the
Ooh.
nosy part of me would just want to know. Be honest.
Well, there's one that's in your face that y'all don't even know it. And I gave it to y'all and members only. Sugar, you remember. Courtney, I don't know if you was back there.
yeah, I remember.
I can't
And they play
remember.
on her page every day. She's not a bad person. That's all. That's not why. And that's why I'm not saying y'all play on her page every single day. She works for Carlos. Period. Point blank. Been working for Carlos over a year now. Not a hidden secret. Y'all just don't know it. But I'm not gonna call her name because I don't have no qualms with her. But I don't think y'all know what territories y'all be frolicking in, expecting loyalty when you way somewhere else in somebody else's backyard. So you got to know where you are a lot of times. And what you saying, y'all do it every single day. And I'll be like, do they know where they are? Because if you knew where you were, you would get off her page with that BS. But she's kind enough to allow y'all on Instagram to come over there with that. And y'all never knew that hands were shook and a deal was made. And a deal was made. I'm gonna leave it at that with that one. But I gave that one to you in members only. No, I'm not. I'm not. It's nobody that people are trying to guess. That the one that I'm talking about is a nice lady that I know of, but she's on the payroll, and the undercover boss is Carlos. Period. Point blank. Now, my question to Carlos is, what's your heart on for Melody? What did Melody do to you that you feel like you need to shift the narrative and build this momentum against her? Are you trying to get her off the show? Are you trying to shift the numbers in supporters versus non-supporters? What's your qualm with Melody Carlos as an executive producer? Because it's starting to feel personal when you're alleged out here to be an undercover boss. Is it okay, y'all, for a producer to have an alleged payroll of bloggers? Or do you even care, panel?
It's not okay.
No, it's not. It's
It's not.
disturbing. A lot of this is disturbing to me, disturbing behavior. So
And the person I'm talking about is nobody that anybody's putting in the chat. Let me be clear about the person that I gave y'all in the members only. I don't want to do that.
right, that's why I didn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. So is it not okay, or is Carlo just playing the game? And where do you draw the line? That's my thing. Is it what it is? Is it chess, not checkers? Tell me.
But in business, that's
Go
the
ahead.
thing. I don't know the ins and out of reality TV, how they do business, but I wouldn't be involved with anything that's doing business like that. So she works on his production team, right? Melody, as an actress or a reality star. So how are you, you're supposed to just be filming their reality and maybe helping them with their stories. So when all these other extra things come into play, then, it's a lot of retaliation. It's, going on because you feel a certain type of way, and we are literally seeing it. It's a lot of backstabbing going. But what I'm saying is, I guess I'm just to the point, like, when are we just gonna just call it out? I'm talking about like the right people, like just call it out for what it is. Like, let's just put it, I mean, this has been going on too long. I understand the story play, but I'm talking about the backstabbing. I'm not talking about what they putting on reality TV. I just feel like if he's going to those lengths, as Melody says, she's focused on a puppeteer or puppet master or whichever one is over one of them. But if she's focusing on him, I think that we need to just call it out. What it is going on, what he's doing, because we see it. I mean, a lot of you bloggers do call it, call out the actions, but I guess you know what I'm trying to say. I can't tell nobody what to do, and I can respect they're gonna do when they want to do it. It just seems like this stuff is just dragged out unnecessarily.
Y'all are wild in the chat. Y'all naming names, talking about Dawn Michelle and other people. Y'all are wild. Listen, y'all are wild. Let me ask you this, sugar. Okay, that's why I asked. Does it matter? Can a content creator do what they want to do? Because I think in some ways, yes. I think in some ways, you know what? It is what it is, but don't expect any secrets. There ain't no secrets on YouTube. When you tell somebody, they tell somebody, people, and that's all that. It ain't no secrets. It's always somebody that you've trusted that could be mad or feeling some kind of way about the position that you're in now. And they out there whispering like they whisper to you about other stuff. My only thing, I say get your money. That's what I say. But in getting your money, I would probably say keep it real. If there's an offer on the table, there's an offer on the table. Period, point blank. But let's not convolute it and make it seem or appear to be what it ain't. And I'm really trying to talk in a way that's, I don't want to be too descriptive. I don't like when people blame a particular group or a woman for something. If you decided to switch teams and if you have an undercover boss, that's perfectly okay. Just ride out with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just be honest about who you are and stop pretending like you something else.
Okay. And I didn't say no names. So anybody that's in the chat saying stuff, y'all don't run with a narrative because I didn't say no names. I did not. I did not. I did not. I said the person I'm talking about that I gave in the members only is nobody that's in the chat. So y'all got to be careful when y'all are you know what I'm saying? Unless you hear from me, I didn't say none of that. But there is allegedly, Carlos, you got some people on your payroll. One I do know for sure, and I already gave it to y'all. So y'all stay off that lady page. I told y'all that before, asking why you this and why you saying that. That lady worked for Carlos King. Period, point blank. It ain't no guessing. Simone, I'm guessing. Don't guess. I gave it to you a while back in members only. And I think that's her prerogative. I just needed y'all to know as mellometers, you need to watch where you're showing up expecting loyalty. When that's that lady's boss. He's an undercover boss. And for those of you that remember, you were shocked because that's a pretty big page. Yes, Samantha says, oh, I remember. Yes. And I thought, because I was watching y'all dance in her chat and ask really tough questions. And I'm like, she ain't even a mellometer no more. And sometimes I think you got to wake up and realize when there's a shift so that you can choose to be respectful or you can choose to get the hell out. That's why I ask. People saying Carlos is weak, but is he? Or is Carlos just doing what he needs to do? That's why I really want to get down to it. Carlos, what is it that Melody did to you? What is it that Melody did to you that you need to recruit these YouTube bloggers whom none of you give credit to? Because you gave all the credit to Funky Dineva for making this show what it was. I'd be damned if I'm going to work for somebody that don't give me credit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he didn't give none of them credit. He gave it to Funky Dineva for making Love and Marriage Huntsville what it is. And I beg to differ. Now, I said all of that just to let y'all know the tides have turned. There is an undercover boss here. Allegedly, let me say allegedly, on YouTube. And it's not who y'all think it is. It's not who y'all think it is. That's what I wanted to say. But just know where you are. And be respectful. Because don't go to people's pages expecting something when things have changed.
Ooh, child.
Oh. Yep. So you're not setting yourself up for failure. Shit changes really quick around here in the love and marriage atmosphere. There's a lot going on. I'm still trying to figure out what is Carlos's thing with Melody.
Maybe it's just Martell.
Listen, let's talk.
You know, that's what I've always believed, that it's Martell. What I'm saying is right now, Martell has been silenced. So the flying monkeys are out. He like, you up. I've been silenced. I
Let's
think it
talk.
was a whole plan from the beginning. And you could be the reason why I'm saying that, because you see how it's playing out now.
Let's talk.
Everything that I'm seeing that you guys are showing me on the show, it seems like it's everything played out in reverse. It's like everything that was done that he did or they did is the arrows turning around, like it was Melody that does all these things. Basically, what goes on like off screen, they're bringing it to the on screen, but turning it around. So they're using like outside, or what y'all talk about on the outside of the show as content.
Let me ask you this. What did you say when you first started? I said, Carlos, what's your qualm with Melody? You say you think is what?
Martell.
Oh my God.
I've always thought it was Martell. Even if he quiet, he can't fool me. He's still working. He never stops. He's never going to stop until he gets to his goal.
My question,
So we go
let's
ahead.
break it down. Let's put it like this. Have you ever had a woman dislike you over a man?
Your is not for the same reason that she's saying Martell.
Okay, go ahead.
You that's a like a jealous, different type of relationship.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no. That's
No,
included.
not
That's
you. I'm saying Queen. That's that.
oh, I thought you talking
Go ahead,
about
I'm listening.
okay.
That's that you saying Martell, but I think Queen, you saying like a
Keep
like
going.
like
We
the
on.
relationship could allegedly, possibly, maybe be how did Eddie Kendrick say it? Intimate friends.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
how
I
you mean
agree.
it, sugar?
Okay, that's included in there. Exactly. That's what
Oh, okay.
I'm on your page. Yes, when I say Martell, I mean all of Martell. Martell.
Okay.
You know,
Mm.
secret
Okay.
love. You know,
Okay. Keep
mhm,
going.
like secret lovers. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm.
I'm gonna call it out. Y'all want somebody to call it out? I'm the caller. I just feel
Mm.
like, you know. So he taking up his boyfriend. I got your back. Yes, you are masculine. Let me show this audience who's masculine. It's men. Men are the one that get treated bad. There's nothing wrong with having a side chick if your wife's not do like all this. Like, are you? I don't even. It's so not entertaining. But this is what he's pushing. And then all of the antics and the games. Carlos is in on all of it because of Martell.
But it always comes back to who? They can be talking about Ken and Trish, but who does it come back to?
Melody.
Thank you.
Every time. Boom's eye. The arrow keep. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. The arrow keep going right back.
They
The
were
dagger.
talking about Ken and Trish at the dinner table, but Messy Monday yesterday centered on Melody saying, and very misleading about it's okay to talk to somebody because she's been in that situation or whatever he was trying to say. And I don't think that's where she was going. And my question again is, Carlos, what you got against Melody? I'm gonna pause. Okay. If somebody has like the thing playing in the background, go ahead and turn it off because we
Oh,
can hear
okay.
it.
That was
The
my
TV.
TV. Hello,
Let's go
everybody.
to Astute Queen B
Hmm?
Thoughts. Astute Queen B Thoughts. Welcome. What are your thoughts?
Good evening, Queen Sheba. How is
Hey, hey,
everybody doing today?
and welcome.
Good.
I just wanted to jump up here because I say my name was thrown out there, and I don't mean no disrespect to your queendom, but don't here for Hati, don't say that that Astute has anything to do with that because Astute don't play games with people's lives, and I've been with Melody since day one, episode one, season one. I don't play games with Melody's life. I wouldn't play with
Oh,
Carlos. I don't appreciate even Alpha MC trying to say that it's me because that ain't me. I don't play
oh, I
games with
didn't. I
people. I'm,
wasn't.
I'm too old for that.
Oh,
I'm a grown woman. I'm 56 years old. I don't play games. So if anybody believe that's me, they don't want to be bothered with me and they will stay away from my channel. That's fine. I appreciate anyone that does come over there. I thank y'all. And Queen Sheba, thank you for letting me up real quick because I did not appreciate my name being thrown in that because
oh, I didn't.
I don't even make
Okay.
no money
Well,
on
let me say this.
YouTube.
I've said it before, and I'm doing content. What I said is the name I shared ain't nothing that nobody's putting in the chat. So I'm not.
I know, but I seen that here for Hot Tea said astute. And it was on the screen because I'm watching it from my TV. I wasn't watching it from my phone. And then I seen Alf said, I think you figured it out here for Hot Tea. No, that's not me.
I think she said. Well, what I had on the screen. She says, "Give us a clue."
Mm-mm. It
Oh,
was also a astute one that was posted up there because that's how I saw it. And I was like, wait a minute, don't put that off on me.
okay.
Please don't put that off on me. I don't play games and I don't play with people's lives and none of that.
Hold
So,
on.
just keep me out
My
there.
moderator said, "Oh, the chat got us in trouble."
So,
Let me put on my glasses because I swear I
thank you
thought
for
I
letting
put
me
her.
up. I just wanted to say
Hold
that.
on. No, I appreciate you coming up, but y'all, I didn't call no names. The name I gave and my members only was not anybody that anybody's putting. And somebody just
Yeah.
asked me to drop the link and I dropped it.
Yeah,
Woo!
that just threw me for a loop because I was like, wait a minute, hold up, what? So thank you for letting me come up. And Carl Lucifer, I have a feeling of who I think it is and who the content creator might be, but I
I
ain't
don't
gonna say. But I know it ain't me.
let me be clear. Here for High Tea says she didn't say your name, so maybe there's a misunderstanding.
Okay, then it's somebody else because I seen Astute
up on that screen when I was watching it from the TV.
Okay.
And I was like,
Okay.
hold up, wait a minute. That was
Okay.
weird.
Yeah.
That threw me off.
She just texted and says, because I was about to say, because I know what I put on the screen. I thought I said, she said, give me a clue so we can know. But I just want to clear that up. She did say that she didn't say your name. So I hope that makes it better.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
responding to a student. They say she was responding to you, not implicating you.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was like, hold up, because I ain't said nothing in the chat. I was just saying, hey, Queen Sheba in the chat and everybody. And that was earlier, so nobody never said nothing. So I went on and minded my business. All right, my apologies if I offended anybody. But again, I know I have to cover my own tail. So
whatever they said, she was saying she was agreeing with you and just adding you, just talking with you and chit-chatting with you in the chat. So it seems like a misunderstanding.
Okay, because I wasn't fully paying attention to the chat. That scared me because I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you scared me.
No. Yeah, because I was like, I love me some Mel. Can't nobody never take that away. The rest of my clown, but I don't never touch Mel. So tell her thank you for explaining that. I appreciate that.
Okay, and look,
I don't want nobody to think I'm a mean old lady, because I'm not.
Because you know they be wilding over here.
I know. So I think I know who it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Now you remember they said I was on Carlos's payroll when
I knew better than that.
Okay, but still, you know, it comes with the territory.
Yeah, I ain't used to that. So I guess I have to get used to it, but I ain't used to it.
I got you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for coming up, Queen.
Help me. No problem,
and the
love.
chat is moving fast. You're right. Miss Skindy said the chat is moving fast. It is.
So, much love.
Thank you, honey.
Have a good night. And everybody enjoy.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, talkative. What are your thoughts?
I wanna try and answer your question. What do you think Carlos has against Mel?
Or Melody?
Yeah. I think Martell is a part of it, but it goes deeper than that. Mel is the type of woman that she is. Carlos wish she was that type, like the body type, the elegant. She's elegant. She's smart. She's attractive. She's accomplished. She has a lot of contacts. Carlos is simply like everybody else on that cast, jealous of her. When I listened to his interview with Mariah, and I listened to it a couple times, Carlos is really hurt that he didn't find out about Mel purchasing into that that television network until after she did, because Mel moves in silence. And I think he feels some kind of way about that, number one. Number two, she set up her own production company, her and Dawn. So now she's also competition for him on a higher level than just Martell. He can getting a man like Martell ain't no problem for him. He's been in the game a long time, and he has not accomplished much in the way of working for himself. Yeah, he has a production company, but he has to get hired by a television network. Mel now has her own platform. Carlos had just bought a house for like $2 million when Love and Marriage started. Now he's not with that guy no more. He has to pay that mortgage. Carlos, he actually asked Mariah how they got her off the show. And he sat there with his legs crossed, enraptured, waiting for her to tell him how they got her off the show. Because he wants to do the same thing for Mel. He actually said that he's going through the same thing that she went through. He said, I'm going through the same thing, Mel, what you went through now. And the person don't understand, but them white men are not going to have their back. And then Mariah checked him on saying that. That's his issue. Mel came on that show and she has surpassed him, and he's been trying to do the daggone thing for how many years? He's been around for years. He's produced a lot of shows. A lot of them didn't really go anywhere. And now he got his hooks into Love and Marriage. He simply wants to take over that show and push Mel out. And he's using Martell to do it. He's allowing him to do whatever it is he want to do to her. He out here. Where was Mel? She was on YouTube and they were making fun of her when she was promoting her businesses on YouTube. Then now all of a sudden he's on YouTube and he's buying content creators. And all of them are on YouTube now. They all got channels now. And they all trying to do exactly what she was doing. They're copying everything she's doing. Everything. Look at Destiny. Now she's selling perfumes or what have you. I just think Carlos, he feels threatened by Mel and he's jealous that he is not where she is. And it didn't take her no time to get there.
Well, Queen Shiba.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, honey. What could I answer to you? How do we know that nobody, Mel didn't file no paperwork or something, or he been reprimanded? He could be against her for that too.
Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. He might be his job might be on the line, because what he allowed to happen was what they call it, workforce when it's harassment in the
No, mute. Let me clear up something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because the chat is going wild. I do my content the way I want to do my content. Let me be very clear. And I ain't switched up how I did my content, and ain't nobody gonna force me to change me to do my shit any different. I said 3, 4, 5 times, y'all wild in the comments. Quit putting names in the comments, because the name I told y'all and members only ain't nobody that y'all putting in the chat. I said that 3, 4, 5 times. And everybody's saying, say it. Baby, I did. And members only. I gave you one. That's why we go behind the wall. Number 2, nobody can force my hand to do my content except the way I do it. I give y'all clues about stuff all the time. But I want y'all, my thing is, I told y'all to be mindful of whose channels y'all go on, so y'all not over there expecting stuff from people that don't ride with Melody. So don't put words in my mouth. Don't say I said somebody's name, because I didn't. I said 3, 4, 5 times. I already gave y'all the name of members only. It ain't nobody y'all putting in the chat. And I said y'all wild. So stop. If I didn't say it, don't put it in there.
I think if people really just listen to what these content creators are saying or not saying, or if you read between the lines.
No, but I want to be very clear, because nobody's going to regulate how I do content, period, point blank. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just talking about the chat. I need to address it. This isn't to anybody on the panel, but I need to be clear. I thought I was clear. But it seems like it's a lot of people do content every day. And they don't drop names. They don't say this and they don't say that. Y'all not finna force my hand if I'm not ready to say it. I said it 5 times. It ain't nobody y'all put in the chat. Y'all wild. Y'all need to chill. I gave the name and members only. I said that. And this isn't to anybody talking on the panel. I just needed to clear that shit up. Period, point blank. Now, y'all already said we can't control subscribers. But I'm telling y'all, know where you are. And pay attention to YouTube, because things are changing. And I told you, is it really a snake move, or can content creators do what they need to do, what they want to do? It don't bother me. No, I'm not upset, Tennessee. I'm not upset. I'm not. But I just need to be very clear, so there's not a narrative. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I'm not upset. Go ahead.
I was just going to compliment what you just said. That
go ahead.
If you listen to these content creators, if there are certain people that you're used to going to their channel, you can sense a change. They don't really have to come out and say, I'm not a millimeter anymore. I don't care for me. The tone and the words.
But I don't want to focus on that right now. Talkative, give me 1 sec. I want to focus on what I'm saying and what I'm not saying, because I don't want nobody putting words in my mouth at this point. I'm very clear. I'm very direct. I've never been anything but. I already gave the name. And it ain't nothing that nobody put in the chat. So I want to make that clear at this point. That's why I'm carving out a little bit. I'm not upset, y'all. I'm just making it very clear. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, if you really listen, to the content creators, you can feel the shift. You can hear it in the tone and the things that they say and not say. I have unfollowed quite a few of them because they say something that just doesn't make sense if you're supporting Mel. So
Well,
I don't
people
know who it
unfollow
is.
me all the time. They don't like what I say, and that's a part of y'all's right as subscribers, right? People don't like when I talk about stuff. They feel like I can dog Martell out, but I can't say shit else about anybody else. Nobody's gonna control what I say. I'm gonna roll the way I want to roll, do what I want to do, just like other content. Hold on, wait a minute, because now it's gonna get real. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see what's going on in my chat. Because what we not gonna do is come to my shit and disrespect me. Hold on. Now, Marcella, if you got something to say and you want to come back up here, I'm not really sure what's going on in my chat, but according to the comments, they telling you bye and be gone. Drop the link. Everybody go on mute. I just dropped the link. Everybody go on mute for a second. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Because people in my DMs and not I hear from you loud and clear. Okay. Oh, girl. Oh, okay. Anywho, let me go to the next person. Bad Apple. Go ahead. Y'all, listen,
Yeah.
stop letting subscribers get y'all out of character with this bullshit. Y'all gotta know what it is and what it ain't. And who you dealing with. And if I ain't never came at you, Queen Sheba's gonna put a name on it. I sure will. That ain't how I roll. You don't have to come over here on no he say, she say. Just come. Because you heard me say it. If you ain't hear me say it, it ain't no problem. Let me go to Here for Hot Tea. I'm sorry, real quick. Here for Hot Tea.
Hi, Queen Shiba. Hi, chat. Hey, everybody. What's going on? I just wanted to come up here because, I was in the chat talking. That's why I don't like talking to people chats. Everybody be having undercover pressure with me, and I say one thing, and, people want to blow up on me. And sorry for my background. I'm in the car on my way home. Me and my man, we was just out having dinner. But to the comment that I made in the chat, I was having a conversation. Well, I wasn't even having a conversation. I was responding to Astute Noir, and because she commented something, and I was just trying to say, Astute, I think so too. I agree with you, but it really wouldn't matter because it's just banter in the chat, and so you already said it's nobody that anybody is naming or anything like that. So we just in the chat throwing it up. So with the other person that came up here to call my name on your platform, I don't appreciate that considering I've always supported you. So if you felt like I was speaking about you, you could have said in the chat, here for IT, hold on, what's going on? You don't have to get on somebody's platform and throw my name out there as if there is some type of issue amongst us because of your lack of comprehension. I mean, that's really what it is. You didn't comprehend my message in the chat, and now you're upset and you're on somebody else's platform speaking on me. And I think that's disingenuous because, like I said, I've always supported you. So if you felt that way, you could have came to me in the chat. It's unnecessary for you to hop on Queen Sheba's platform where she's carrying 50,000 plus people. Okay? So I just want to throw that out there. If you have an issue with me, communicate with me. Don't you dare go on somebody else's platform to call my name out when we could have literally chopped it up. And you said something also, Queen Sheba. You said that don't come speaking on me if I've never showed you any issues or I've never spoken on you. That's this situation. Like, I've never shown you any type of for you to even get on this platform and do that. So that's all I wanted to say.
Let me say this. She did at the end apologize. I don't know if you caught that part.
No, I probably didn't catch it because I was trying to get on
for the misunderstanding.
live.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did.
Well, yeah.
Now hold on, and let me speak to this. I get subs that tell me everything every day about what content creators said or didn't say about me. I fact check, and it never leaves my DM. You know why? Because I know how subs can be. They'll sit back, they'll throw a rock and watch the fight happen. They'll sit, and my content is my content, what I'm covering tonight. If I don't, I'm woman enough to put a name on it when I'm ready, but I didn't. And I said it. Nah, y'all, I already gave y'all the name, but just know where you are when you're in people's territory. I'm going to keep covering my content. I don't care if y'all, we all messy at one point or another because it's content, it's entertainment. But I'm not going to, of course, because it makes you uncomfortable. I'm just asking y'all to pause. If we ain't never had no issue, you don't have to pop up. You don't have to just, if we ain't never had nothing, don't let somebody make it into something. Because I'm mature enough that if I need to put a name on something and if I feel like it's that type of content, I will. Until then, subscribers going to be subscribers. So if they DMing you and making you feel some kind of way, let them know to stay out your damn inbox with that. Sorry, y'all. But here for High Tea, she did say it was a misunderstanding and she did apologize. She didn't realize that you were commenting and speaking to somebody else. So I wanted to clear that up. But she left before you could get here.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate all of that. All is well. Everybody have a good old night.
Thank you.
Good
Queen
night.
Sheba.
Good night.
Yeah, no problem. Shirley says, Queen Sheba, I apologize for mentioning names on your platform. Yeah, y'all got to stop doing it because y'all do be doing that in my inbox and saying stuff that ain't true. But it is what it is. I'm going to still keep doing content. I can't control them. But I said it 3, 4, 5 times. Y'all chill. Okay, let's go, Bad Apple.
Hello, Queen. Hello, everybody on the panel, in the chat. Hope everyone is having a marvelous night. I want to ask everyone to hit the like button because less than half of y'all have done so. And I wanted to answer the question you had about Carlos and his attitude toward Mel. It was said earlier with accuracy that he is jealous of Mel. He is in competition with her. But I think another thing that bothers him about Mel is that she has left the reservation. She doesn't participate in his fantasies about them being friends, about them talking every day, about them, having a great relationship. Like I mentioned before, when I was up on your channel, she put him on blast at the what do you call it? The stand up live.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She is as far as he is concerned, she is a loose cannon. She's not like I said, she's not with his program. And on top of that, she has the type of support that does not allow him to marginalize her and isolate her with the fans. Even though the cast has tried to marginalize her and isolate her, it doesn't work because of the type of support that she has. And I think that really annoys Carlos. To the point where he needs to mobilize some resources against her for whatever reason. But yeah, that's on top of him being jealous of her and feeling like he has to compete with her for control of his show. And that's it.
I
Very
agree.
I agree. I agree that
I agree too.
but that goes into Martell. They both have the same agenda. It's because she rejected them. It's because she left Martell. It's because she's not playing the game that Carlos want her to play. I'm saying the agenda is still the same. It's because she rejecting what they want her to do. So it's about control. It's a game of control.
Yeah, and he can't control her.
That's right.
And he's using Martell. What grown man do you know go around to all their old friends and say, "Oh, you got to be on my side. Are you on my side?" That he's a fool. Mel propped him up for all those years, and I completely understand that. I'm in my 60s. I've seen a lot, been around a lot, spent a lot of time in family court. You get a man, women sometimes fall in love and they want to make them better. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to compliment each other. And she made him better on the outside. But his heart was not better. Nor did he do anything to upgrade himself. So that once she left, he couldn't do anything to support himself. He's still out there. He can't do nothing. Because everything was Mel. Mel was the one that was allowing him to be prosperous. He's a fool, and Carlos knows that. He's using him. He's used to using.
I don't think Carlos knows that. You talking about Martell?
Yeah.
No, Carlos don't know that. I'm a beg to differ. Carlos doesn't know that.
That Martell is a fool?
No, he does not. You want him to know that. We want him to know that Carlos is Team Martell all the way, all day.
Then he's a fool too.
He has chosen his side, and that's extremely obvious. I want to read a comment. Crystal DOT says this conversation needed to be in members only. I need to know what the hell is going on. No, it don't. Let me tell you why, because they're back there. And here's the thing with members only. When you talk about stuff like this, then they can run with it and take it to people. And then the content creator really can't say nothing to you because the way they got the information. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they got it. They really can't confront you. So they got to keep it they got to keep it player and just trust the subscribers. Baby, they back there too. And members only. Trust me and believe me. I have people in my members only that'll send me a comment about another content creator and I don't respond. Because why are you back here talking about another content creator? Focus on the palace. So no, we need to have this conversation out and open. And nobody needs to be telling nobody how to do their content, which is why there's the topic of this conversation tonight. Stay out of people's chats, stay off people's platform if you don't like the delivery, if you don't like the switch up, because there is an undercover boss on YouTube, period, point blank. And I'm saying it because I know it.
Yeah, it's obvious though. My discernment game is strong. I could just sense it and then I leave. It's like with you. I don't agree with everything you say, but on the days that I'm not into what you're talking about, I just leave. I don't get mad. I don't get angry because like you said, it's your platform, your content, and you have a right to say and do what you want to do. My ears, I control. And I could just leave. And if you listen to what people are saying, you could see this shift. It started when he started planning that daggone podcast. The shift started.
I think what did it for me is when Carlos went on that tour. When he went on that publicity.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's y'all. I'm gonna rename y'all. Y'all are what do you call you? Melodrops.
Well, he can go on as many tours as he wants to. That's what I need Black people to get comfortable with. People can shift. I'm just bringing you the news. There's been a shift. Period. Point blank. And you can't condemn people. I said it, and I don't know how it got misconstrued. I said hey, it's business to me. As long as you ain't talking to nobody. Didn't I say that? As long as you ain't content creators, it's business, baby.
That's all. It's about money.
Yeah, but you could tell the shift. You know, that's why I told you before. I stopped watching. You know, a lot of people. You know, you can if you've been in a community, and you go around different neighborhoods, right? You know, we all consuming majority of the same content when it comes down to the love and marriage Huntsville sector. So you can tell if you're sitting there watching their content, you see the shift. If you true to it, you see it.
Yep.
So that's just what that is. And I have had to unsubscribe to some of my favorites. And
there are long child members only be wilding too. It does be wilding. It does be wilding. This YouTube drama can be messy if you let it. If you let it. Which is why I came out.
Like me,
hold on. Go ahead.
If you're like me and you limit the amount of channels you watch because you want to limit your source of information to people that you really trust to be accurate, then you're not gonna know who has made a shift. Because like I don't watch everybody's channel. There's a few channels that I watch. So I'm not gonna be privy to who is doing most of the shifting, or whatever you guys are talking about. And also, like, a lot of times, Queen Sheba, I'm a member, but I don't get to catch all of your members only. So I was just in the chat saying,
y'all need to go on mute. Somebody burping and all that in the background. Go ahead and
Oh
hit
my
me.
God!
Baby.
Oh my God! I am so sorry. I thought I was on mute.
Girl.
It's
I think you
good.
made a drink, took the drink, and then
You
burped.
heard that?
Yes,
Venus, you heard that?
I thought I was on mute. I spoke so
Baby.
slow.
It was in 3D, girl.
But
I mean, it was a long, drawn out.
y'all wasn't supposed to hear that because guess what? I'm always a lady.
Girl, what you drinking?
I heard you open the bottle and close it.
That's a Coke 45.
That's
What
how
kind of burp?
I can't
That's
do
what
no
I was
Coke
thinking.
45.
she's thinking Pepsi, yeah.
That was
Dog, listen, we just having a good time over
cranberry,
here. Listen,
apple juice, and some vodka.
oh baby, try Red Bull next time. Maybe that'll do you better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, Bad Apple.
That's okay. Yeah,
Even Aunt Debbie had to get up. Aunt Debbie's supposed to be asleep. She said, "Wow."
I'm sorry, ladies.
No, you're fine. You're
We are
fine.
sisters.
We are. But listen,
We
y'all
are.
don't let the subscribers get y'all upset. Ain't nobody said nobody name. But just like y'all get upset, they tell me stuff y'all say about me every day. And I ain't tripping. I ain't pulling up. I ain't trying to check nobody because I'm like, that don't sound right. That don't sound like her. You get what I'm saying? That don't sound like that lady would say that every day. So y'all gotta, I don't know. Subscribers, y'all can be messy now. Y'all
But
do
you know what?
Queen Sheba,
y'all be lying a lot.
Queen Sheba, I'm gonna say this. I shifted a while back. I came to you. The only other person that I subscribe to and have membership is it True Tea?
Don't say no more names. Don't say no names. You know what? Let me go to somebody else. No, don't say more names. Don't say no more names on my
Can
platform.
I say something real quick, Queen?
Hold on, no. Don't say no more names. Because people
sorry.
don't stop, pause. Let me go to the set noir. Let me tell you why. It ain't you, baby. It's them. Because they going and lying and telling people and waking people up out of their sleep and telling people we saying stuff, and that's not what we doing. We're not doing it.
No, that's the only person.
Noir. Welcome, Queen.
I don't listen to all of that. I'm just saying.
Let me go to the set real quick. Let me go to the set real quick. The set. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, Queen.
Wait a remote.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay. I just wanted to chime in with your question about what I think is Carlos's King's problem with Melody. I feel like it's more of a legal aspect. I feel that Melody is finally being able to use his words that he states against her to her advantage. And now he can't say it directly to her, but he's using other people to say what he feels about her. And he's pissed about it.
Well, Sheba, can I say this? I didn't mean to say no names. I'm so sorry.
Who is that? Sin? Is that Sin?
Yes.
You good?
My thing was to come up here. I think I took a big gulp of my drink, but
let's take a pause and let's let the set finish, and then we're gonna come back to it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. The set.
Yes, ma'am. So, for instance, the narrative of the cast members teaming up against Melody, they run rampant with that. Again, that's his personal feeling. He does not care for this lady in any fashion. He doesn't like her aura. He doesn't like her popularity. He doesn't like her grace. He doesn't like her style. He doesn't like her business sense, her business acumen. But he can't come out and say that directly, because if he does, again, um, he'll state the obvious. And so he allows other people, content creators, subscribers, whomever he chooses, to run with the narrative. And he hides behind that narrative. But that's his true thoughts of her. Just my opinion.
Thank you for sharing. Very, very good, very good perspective. And people in the chat are agreeing with you. They love your delivery. They love what you're bringing to the table. And listen, it makes sense to me. I think it's a fair assessment.
And I just want to add one more thing too, because I think someone mentioned earlier the aspect of harassment on the job, and then with Martell being convicted of the crime of RP against Melody, that puts a bullseye on the show. So there's powers that be, in my opinion, that are really looking at it, and not necessarily powers that be from the network perspective, but maybe from the legal perspective, to say, okay, well, what else? What else has he allowed to happen in the workplace to this lady? And I think Carlos is pissed about that. He thought that Melody, and again, my assumption, he thought that Melody would just, again, lend him grace, as she's always extended him the grace, to just say, oh, no, that's okay. And no, she's had enough. They've done enough to this lady, way too much. And she's tired. And enough is enough. So I think he's angry because she put the boundary in place.
I agree.
Mhm.
And I think she put it in place a long time ago, but I think the final straw was at the in Huntsville. Very, very good assessment. They said, I like where you're going with this. I like where you're going with this. Let me go
Thank
to
you.
Nina. Nina, you've been waiting patiently. What are your thoughts?
Yes, ma'am. I do have patience. Patience, Queen Sheba. Hey, how are you, darling? How's the chat doing? I
Hey,
hope
Good.
good.
everyone, yes, it's
Good.
in good spirits, because I know I am going to stay that way. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Now, I'm going to address the what is that? The chipmunk, the court jester. We all know who I'm referring to. Um, his dislike for Mel was simply because the first thing, he couldn't control her. She wouldn't fall in line. She wouldn't stay with Martell. She wouldn't do what he needed her to do. Then when them 40 acres and a mule came along, child, that really did it. So that's what really turned the cast against Mel, because Mel did not go through with that, and that would have had big money for them. But Mel was not a fool. She wasn't raised to be one. So she wasn't going to front them. They wanted her to front them the money and go through with the whole plan. She said it's a no. Martell, dummy, probably self would have done that. Now she's gone. The hate train is on. He doesn't like her. He cannot control her. So he's sending his minions out. And I feel like, I hate when I get on here because I forget what I really want to say. But I feel like at the end of the day, Mel has a silver bullet for the demon baby. That's all I got to say. I don't think Car Lucifer will walk away unscathed with all of this mess that he has done. Mel didn't hang in there with this show to be diminished, or to come out on the loser end. She's not a loser. She's a fighter. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until these cards fall in line.
It's
She's
coming.
got a silver bullet for him. And he deserves it. He earned it. So he got to pay what you owe, babe. Reap what you
That's
sow,
right.
babe.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's nobody business. But I feel like I just can't see it not going through for her. I think at the end of the day, whenever she's ready to leave, Mel has had enough evidence against this man, in my opinion, and nobody else. It's just what I'm saying, to get a legal thing against him. I don't know why he's continued to have Martell on this show with his abusive ways. yelling at women, wanting to fight everybody, just having tantrums. He's a man, baby. We know that. And just allowing him to keep his job. I know Mel may just want him to have his job because she know he doesn't have anything else. And she's been her husband in the past, that was her husband in the past. And I think she was protecting him for a long time. But I mean, this is ridiculous. And guys, I forgot what I needed to say, but Queen Sheba, you are a beautiful woman. I love your story earlier. Oh my
Oh,
God.
thank you.
I
Thank you.
I cried. I told my daughter I want you to hear this story because I cried on your show not too long ago about what type of journey I experienced as well. And I'm still going through the storm, but hallelujah, I praise God through the storm and through the hallways. So I'm keeping my faith, but I wanted her to hear that story. I want people to be able to deal with their depression and what kind of outlets they can use to fight for their lives, fight for their mental. Like I said, you got to fight for your happiness. So you really moved me earlier. You did. And I appreciate it so much. And I'm going to let everybody go. I know somebody else probably wants to come up and I've forgotten some of the stuff I want to say. I'm so mad. But I love you. I respect you. And thank you so much for being such an angel to us. You have provided us with a womanhood, a sisterhood. And when you opened up today, Queen Sheba, Lord have mercy. Girl, you did me. I mean, like, I'll never forget that, okay? And I will be sharing your story if that's okay with you, because a lot of people need to hear that. They need to learn how to deal with things when they're down really down, and depression hits them. I can wake up some mornings, I have to have a talk with myself. Most of my down depression is in the morning, and I have to have a mental talk with myself, and I get on up. But I'm so strong, and I hate to say that, not hate to say it. I'm not trying to boast. That's what I mean. But I am. I'm emotionally strong. I see that a lot of our younger people are not. They're not able to cope with some of the things that we have dealt with. When they face some of these responsibilities as adults, it's a very, they don't want to face their responsibilities, and they get into it gives them anxiety. So I want to reach out to our young people. Not all of them, but a lot of them don't know how to cope with real life situations. You know what I mean? So your story was very moving to me. And if you allow me, I want to share your story. And I'm going to go now. Okay. And I love everybody. I love my sisterhood. Guys, thank you so much for all of your
Thank
stories
you.
and input. Yes, ma'am. And I'm going to go now. Okay.
Thank you.
But
Thank
you,
you,
Love you
Nina.
too.
no
Um,
worries.
Have a good
Have a
night.
great evening.
you just prompted me with a thought.
Yes,
You know,
ma'am.
'cause it's supposed to be a good, entertaining live, and it kind of went left when people started coming in. And when you talked about a sisterhood, what it just prompted me to say, hold up, let me pump the brakes real quick, because there's a lot of content. Like, the chat was moving so fast. I remember one of my moderators came and said, "Hey, they asking you to slow the chat down." So I didn't catch a lot, but I saw some stuff. But I'm
Hmm.
focusing. I want to do this. I want to do this because this just was on my spirit. First of all, y'all, there's a lot of content creators that y'all may have put in the chat that I missed or didn't see that I actually like. So we're not going to do that over here. We're not going to implicate nobody. We're not going to throw nobody under the bus. I'm woman enough to say what I need to say publicly or in members only. Y'all got to stop raining on other women's parade and bringing negativity to them, because there's a lot of them I like. Now,
Right.
I didn't get everything that was happening in the chat, but I want to clear the air. I did not mention nobody's name, and I don't want y'all doing that. I don't want y'all disrupting anybody's peace because of YouTube. Now, y'all do it all the time.
We can't help it, child. We act a
Hold on,
fool.
no,
Yes,
no, no,
we
no.
do.
They do it all the time. They come to me all the time. This one said this about you, but I'm me. I can't expect people to be like me. I don't go on nobody's page because let me tell you something. Most of you that I like, I don't even believe it anyway.
Mm,
That's how I operate. I ain't pulling up in nobody's chat to ask nothing. But
right.
let me do what I know to do to be right. And outside of expecting people to do what I would do. If I didn't put a name on it, it didn't come from me. It's just subscribers being subscribers. But
Right.
at the
And
same
I will
time,
say
hold
one thing.
on,
When
Nina,
you're
let me.
done, I want to say one thing when you're done.
But at the same time, I'm still gonna do my content. I don't have a problem pausing and talking to my chat in the middle of it. We're not going to disrupt nobody's panel. We're not going to disrupt nobody's platform. You need to know where you are, and you need to dust your feet off at the door. I've said that to friends before or associates before, and we no longer associates because I say you need to be respectful when you over there. That's her shit. And she run it the way she want to run it. And the same thing. I didn't put no names on nobody, so y'all don't do that. Let's not do that. Let's not implicate nobody. Let's not make up shit about people. Let's not carry bad news that was not said, let's not do that. And if you did that to somebody tonight, you need to go back and apologize. Period, point blank. Don't do that. And that's what came to me. If you got in somebody's inbox, whether you think they on the other side or not, and who they hang out with or not, and you took them some shit that was not said, you owe them an apology. We don't owe that to them. You owe that to them because that's your doing. And I want to say that. And if you were big and bad enough to take that to them people and you were being dishonest and misleading, go and apologize. That's on you. You need to clean that up. And I wanted to say that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, the only thing that
I
I want to
want to
say
get
at this point, and I'm going to hang up. I'm sorry. Queen, I'll say this. I inboxed you because I wanted to talk with someone that knew where I was coming from about in-house fighting. That was me. Okay. I
I probably
wasn't
have not
trying to.
even checked it, to be honest. If I'm on live, I'm not even looking, Nina.
No, this was earlier. This is not today. And I
Oh,
was telling you how it affects the subscribers because some people we like our content creators. I can't get in the midst of everyone's fight. There are certain people I'm going to go to bat for, but I hate when content creators make us choose. We may enjoy this person and for one reason enjoy another content creator for another reason, but we don't want to be feel. I don't want to feel judged because I like both people,
well, don't
right?
make it your business. Let them fight.
Right, exactly. But my thing is, I don't want to be judged. I don't want somebody to say, "Oh, she's not
Nobody's
loyal
going
to
to judge
me."
you as a subscriber if you don't get involved. You just watch it and you go.
Right, I understand, but it was made clear on, and I'm not saying any names
Okay,
because that's not what I'm trying to do.
let's skip around. Let's skip around before because people. Let's not do it.
Okay, I got you. Well, anyone have a great night. I just wanted to let you know that I sent you a message and you and I just I wasn't trying to drag you into anything. I just wanted
Okay.
to speak with someone that kind of knew where I was coming from. And that's the farthest of the conversation that went. And I just hate the in-house fighting with the millimeters. That's all. And I'm going to go. Everyone
Okay.
be blessed tonight. And I'm going to leave. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you, Nina.
And thank you for your story. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Queen, I wanted to come back and say, I am so sorry about the outburst, but I personally feel like Melanie is going to have her own show. And I feel like there will be a
I think we lost you. Let me go to Ms. RR. Miss RR. We lost Sin. She's going to come back. We'll give her a chance.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me?
I think you're really low, Miss RR. Let me hear you. Let me do a mic check.
Okay. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Miss RR. Right. Mic check. This is a crazy ass Tuesday. Y'all, this is one of the wackiest Tuesdays. I should have never came live.
Well,
Okay, go ahead, Miss RR.
I'm over here like,
Let me
what
try
is
Miss RR first. Miss RR.
I can hear you, but you can't hear
Girl,
me.
I think your microphone underwater. Miss RR, it's so low. I know you can hear us. Can y'all hear her?
I'll come back.
No, she
Okay.
sound really, really low.
I have
Yeah.
a
Go ahead and
question.
come back. Okay, let's
Can I
let's
ask
move
a
on,
question?
y'all. Let's not get stuck in a place where we can't move from. You know what I mean? Let's not take it back to a place that we can't move from. Because I'm trying
Can
to
I
move.
ask a question?
Sure.
I would like to know. It was just mentioned that Melody will soon have her own show. And before I drop down, I just want to get some feedback on how do y'all feel about, or how do you think Carlos took it when Heavenly said Melody should have her own show?
I'm gonna leave it to the let me go to Kicking It with Courtney. Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Okay. You want
Um,
to answer?
the question, what was the question? How do I feel about
Well, how
when
do you
she
think
having sex?
Carlos took it? How do you think Carlos felt when Heavenly was talking about how
I
Mel don't
think
like
Carlos
the
takes it.
cast don't like her, and she needs her own show?
I think he takes it like he always takes it. He does not like Melody, in my opinion. He doesn't like her. He doesn't like any accolades. He doesn't like her fan base. He doesn't like anybody saying anything that elevates her. I feel like he does. I feel like he took it just as he took the bad edit comment, but he couldn't lash out the same because of what happened with them last week. I feel like he just feels the same. I think, and to further that conversation, I think Carlos never had an allegiance to Melody. I think his allegiance has always from the first meeting has been with Martell. I've never seen him show real allegiance to Melody. So he's just as time has gone on, it's harder for that mask to stay on. That's with anybody. And I don't think he liked it. I don't think he liked it. I think that's probably why he wanted to, kind of just cut it off. He don't like it. And that's just what I think.
I think, as I was saying earlier, I feel like Melanie will have her own show and it'll be
Who is that?
positive.
Who is that talking? Is that Sin or talkative? Who's
That's not
talking?
me. It's not talkative. That wasn't me.
Okay, that's Sin. Sin, Cynthia? Y'all gotta announce yourselves.
I think her
Cynthia?
mic may have gone out. Yeah.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. Go ahead. Oh, you're saying her mic went out.
Yeah, I think her mic went out when
Yeah, her
she was
mic went
talking.
out, Queen Sheba.
Oh, okay, got it, got it.
She over there
Okay.
listening.
Listen, y'all, let me ask y'all something. Listen, y'all, this is crazy on a Tuesday. I just finished teaching my YouTube course. I come over here to have a little fun like we always do. Topic ain't no different. They say, listen, has this not been the wildest Tuesday ever?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think it comes from, when you think your friend about to tell you something, but then they give you little clues, but then you got certain people in your circle that like I'm just keeping it real.
I'm
You know what I'm
sorry,
saying?
but you
Hold
know
on.
what?
Yeah. Queen shit, gotta keep it real, tell me. So I just think that's what happened today. Y'all, we
You
at the
get mad.
cookout. We at the cookout. Stop. We cool. Everybody happy.
Got it. Got it. Anybody else think this has been a crazy ass Tuesday? Like for
It's
real,
been
I've never
crazy,
had this kind of
Queen.
energy on my page before.
Yeah,
I
it is.
Go
came
ahead.
on
It
here
is.
really on some joking type. Like I'm talking it back, and I'm really joking. Like I don't bother people on their personal time. I was just joking, and it went left real quick. That's why I kind of been quiet. Like what the heck happened? But people just Queen never said a name. And I had to have this discussion yesterday. Sometimes when you're in the chat, you have to use just I know we all want the tea and we want to have a good time, but sometimes when you're putting names in the chat, it can be a reflection on that person's page you're on, and that's the person they're going to come for. So I think we have to be mindful of that. But other than that, I came up playing, joking. Like I said, it went left. Um, so we just all have to be mindful of how we speak in the chats. And everybody use their discernment. If you've been on people's page and you don't have a problem with their content, keep going. Keep going.
That's
Queen
right.
ain't never told y'all not to go nowhere. She just said
Ever.
That
be
part.
mindful.
That
Mhm.
part.
If it's good to your ear, why stop now? You know what I mean? If you haven't noticed anything or nothing bothers you, keep going. That's all I can say. But sometimes the things you say in the chat can be a reflection of the person's page you're on. So be mindful of that.
Yeah, yeah. Don't be
I
calling
agree.
out people's names because a lot of people work hard for their stuff. And I know how it felt. Y'all accused me of being on Carlos's payroll when I interviewed Martell. I took it like a G. You see what I'm saying? And y'all said they paid me $3,000. Y'all told every lie about me, but I took it like a G because I understand that it comes with the territory. But I also know we are all different. So if it's something in my chat that has been misconstrued, and when I get word of it, I'm like, hey, chill, because we don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna say this. Now, some of y'all didn't do that for me when it was happening on your pages, but that's okay. I'm gonna do it for you.
I want to say something about Carlos's face when Heavenly said Mel needs to fire the whole class and start over again.
Who's talking?
I'm sorry, talkative.
Yeah.
She asked the
Who?
question, talkative.
Okay.
When I think it was Sin asked the question, what do we think about
No,
how
it was Bad Apple.
Bad Apple asked the question about how what do we think about Carlos when Heavenly said Mel should have her own show. I watched the interview and his face froze into a frozen smile, like it shocked him and he didn't know what to say. But she said Mel needs to fire the whole cast and start over because some people don't like her and she don't like them. He was fit to be tied. Heavenly probably made a deal with him. I'll come back, but we have to do lives, no more pre-recorded, because that was her main complaint with him.
Can I jump in here? I'm back, Queen Sheba. This is Ms. RR.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to come in, ladies. I hope everyone's doing great this evening. I'm always in the bushes. I'm on everyone's channel. I'm subscribed to everybody. You know why? Because I have an abundance mindset. I feel like I'll just let it play, and everybody I'm subscribed to, they're on rotation, and everyone can get my view or listen or whatever you call it. What I'm noticing with this whole show, the whole atmosphere of the show is bleeding over into um how the audience is playing out as well. We're kind of mimicking the cast now. How the cast is like playing like Hunger Games with each other and trying to knock each other out the square and, and chess pieces and all of this, and everybody's attacking Mel and all of that. It's bled over into the community, the YouTube community. Everyone's acting like their commentary on Love and Marriage Huntsville has to follow some type of outline in order for them to get a view or a sub or or to stay profitable. And not only that, I'm starting to see a lot of the things that I see that we should never be doing as women is pocket watching each other. There's enough out here for us to get it, and we should be applauding each other, being prosperous wherever we can be, And what I've been seeing and what I've been noticing as a long time listener of YouTube is that I'm like, oh, some of these people are starting to act like Tisha and Kimmy, and they're backbiting, and and I'm like, let's stop it. But guess what? Where it's coming from, in my opinion, it's coming from the abuse of the man at the top, and who perceives he's at the top. He's the one who's creating the confusion. He's the one who's putting the dissension out there. He's the one who's upset in his own mind about who knows what, and he's letting it play out. He's not being a good steward of all the people that he's wrangled up to be on this show, and he's basically just using them like they're little pawn pieces to get in ratings for money for whatever he does with his money. You know what I mean? In my opinion, this goes deeper than, us just being on YouTube and just talking about a show and everything. We are all spirits. We are all living. We are all going through something, And what I see is that we're all starting to do what we're watching to each other, if that makes any sense.
It does. And thank you for sharing, Miss RR. We appreciate you popping up and just sharing with us. It's been a crazy ass Tuesday. Listen, Thank you. Listen, so many different perspectives, so many different viewpoints, and I appreciate them all, whether I agree and or disagree. That's just how we move over here, period, point blank, even in the chat. Y'all, they blocking motherfuckers in the chat. People cursing each other out in the chat. I told y'all, I said something is weird over here. It's some of y'all messy as hell in the chat. Y'all cursing out my moderators. You guys to go. So y'all are the ones that's
let them be
dropping.
strong in the chat. That's the only place they can be other than their dreams.
Nah, that don't
being
normally
strong.
happen over here though. Mess like that don't normally happen. So I understand why content creators are showing up tonight. We got a whole different crowd tonight. I don't know where they came from.
Well,
But didn't somebody say silver bullet?
well,
Yeah.
you're popping, and they want to be popping too, so they're gonna watch you. It is
Somebody
what it
just
is.
cursed to Latrice the fuck out. Listen, she told to Latrice, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Excuse my language. I was like, whoa, you got to go, lady. Now I
That
get
was
it,
in your
y'all.
chat? Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
told
It
you
is
there's a
going
shift
wild in
on
the chat.
YouTube. I told y'all.
Yeah,
I don't know what the
It's a
hell
shift
going
going on in the
But
world.
but you know what'll really get it real going crazy is if Melanie goes and get a show of her own.
Who is that? Keep saying that over and over.
Seeing and get her some good friends, but her own production companies that she has come out with something totally different, and she don't want to be in Alabama no more. We know that.
Okay.
Let's just tell you guys something. Remember, Issa Rae
Hold on,
started
y'all
out
gotta
on
say y'all
YouTube.
names because
I'm sorry. This is Miss RR again. I just wanted to say Issa Rae started out on YouTube, and she got picked up by who? HBO. You know what I'm saying? Mel has her own company. Like, I believe if a show is what Mel wants to do that features just her and her life, I believe it's something she can do. I don't think she's being held back in any way. You know what I mean? I don't think that's
she's
not
held
Carlos.
back
It's not
because
for
of
Carlos
Castle.
to call out. You know what I'm saying? It's not for it's not for
I
him
think she's
to
holding back
control.
because of her children.
Yeah, I have a good feeling about that. I really believe that what those children need in the outcome of what goes on with their parents will be granted to them, and then they'll be able to flourish right along with their mom. You know what I mean? And their dad, and I could call him a whole lot of things, but in my opinion, he would flourish as well if he would stop trying to stop her.
Y'all not finna do this tonight.
Right.
Oh Lord, there go Bob.
I want to get back to the
Y'all
question.
not
What
finna
do
do
Carlos,
it. I'm sorry.
what do Carlos got against me?
Ooh, y'all on one tonight, baby. I done got in trouble because of y'all. They've been waiting on this white man.
Well, thank you, Queen Sheba. I'm going to drop down. This is Bad Apple. I appreciate your
I'm finna go with you,
forum.
Bad Apple. Hold on. I'm finna go with you.
I'm out. You
Me too.
ladies have a good evening and enjoy the rest of it.
Oh, okay, y'all. Y'all live like y'all done got me in trouble. Y'all listen, but I'm a big girl. I can listen. Any content creator, if something was brought to you, just inbox me. That's all you gotta do. Just inbox me. Child, it's a lot going. Is it really a full moon tonight, y'all?
Yep.
Yes. No, it was
Oh,
on
it
the
is.
And it's orange.
There's a lot of energy going on.
Y'all know that cats be in everybody's chats now, right? They be under assumed names and they be throwing things out there to get the chat going. That's what they do. All of them.
Okay. Oh,
Queen
Lord
Sheba,
have mercy.
can I
You know
say
what?
something?
I'm gonna see y'all in the morning on corporate because y'all, wow, I can't even control y'all tonight. And normally I do a really good job of regulator. We're damn good too. I can't, you know what? It's a full moon, baby. I got my work cut out for
It's a
me.
super moon. It's a super moon.
Oh, it's super moon.
Is it a blood moon?
No, super moon mean it's gonna come with this type of dynamic energy. You know, if you enter all that. But yeah, it shines bright. It's gonna light up the sky. But that was on the
Okay.
19th. I don't
That's
know
what it is.
Look, I'm gonna go get
Okay.
Cass to be on the show and be Mel's friend.
Okay. Well, Sin, let me ask you, what kind of vodka was you drinking tonight?
Yeah, Tito's.
Hmm.
Was it Grey Goose?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to give you some of that.
I used to
Yeah.
love
You,
that Grey Goose with orange with some white cranberry juice.
You know they
Okay.
got some lemon now.
Well, we gonna put you on Red Bull the next time around.
I just heard the bird and the
Lord.
bottle open and close.
Girl.
I'm
Girl.
telling you, I got a feeling Melanie gonna take a show on her channel. She got.
Look, I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
play
tell
with
you, it's gonna be her, Mama
Blaming it on the
Van,
goose. Got your
and the
feelings loose.
4-piece nuggets in her project.
Oh, I don't even know what to say tonight. Let me get off this live.
What you say?
night,
You get
y'all.
off this lie.
Off this live because listen, y'all done listen. Normally I'm pretty poised and I can't listen. I'm done. I love y'all. We finna wake up in the morning and we finna have some coffee and we gonna move to the corporate segment. And I need to toughen up around here, so I'm ready next time I come with a salacious topic. Y'all ain't gonna get me like y'all did tonight.
it was your title. It was your title. I told you, Queen Sheba.
It was fun
You open up
though.
that can of worms.
But I
Y'all done
told
even woke Marcella up. Shit, y'all done got Marcella out of bed with an attitude.
Marcella got out the bed because I told you it's like your girlfriends talking. Somebody like, I got something to tell you, but then they don't tell you the name. You gonna have one of them girlfriends get mad.
Y'all done went to lie
And they
to
gonna
these
start
people.
naming out names. Y'all don't think
They
that's
done
what
went-
happened? No, I'm just being
I don't
simple.
know.
People got in their feelings. They got activated.
Courtney kicking it with Courtney says she had a loss from where y'all done went waking up these content creators. Queen Sheep over there. Listen, these people done pulled up. Listen, I'm gonna go to bed because I know I ain't said so. I'm all right, but y'all need to
Carlos
cut
done
it out.
posted Carlos done
Somebody
posted
rebuke
the
Grey
text
Goose.
through.
Somebody rebuke Grey Goose in the chat.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, listen, here it is. We gotta go. I'm gonna honor my super chats, and I will see y'all in the morning. All right.
All right, love you, sis.
All right. All right. Love
All right.
y'all.
Love you
Okay.
too.
Bye.
All right, Palace. The Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag.
That's a lot of money.
Listen, Philly girl for life. So you ain't even get to Ken and Trish. I don't even want to do it no more, baby. I quit. I don't even want to do it no more, baby. I ain't even finished my lemon drop. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But listen, Donna C with a 10-piece and pepper, a super sticker, no caption needed. She said what she said. Prophetess Nine with a 3-piece and a pepper, baby, super sticker, standing on business. Nisa Najib, am I saying it correct? Gifted. Ooh, 10 Queen Sheba Darling memberships. Congratulations to the lucky recipients of her kindness. We appreciate you. Listen, y'all always make me smile over here in the palace because no matter how we start, it's all about how you finish. We go always finish on a positive. Period, point blank. KC with a 2-piece and a pepper says, call them out. They don't want to come out the dodo. Listen. Deborah Kirkland, new member, welcome. KC with a 1-piece and a pepper. Listen, we got to get you up because I need my pepper. So I got a 1-piece, but I just didn't get the pepper. So I'm gonna need you. Listen, Casey, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hold on. Okay. Samantha Elvie always coming through with a little shake, rattle, and roll, baby, with a 2.7 and a quarter. She says, spectators, hit that like button. And they did, Samantha. Peace, love, and prayers with a 5-piece and a pepper says, who is Martell's industry? Connection connects. He supported Mel's vision to get the show. He linked Don M and Mel. He linked the Scotts and Dusty. I don't know. Ain't no telling what old Marty Marr. Peace, love, and prayers came back, y'all, with a 5-piece and a pepper. She says Carlos was screaming at the podcast lunch. He worked his ass off to create Love and Marriage Huntsville. He's a controlling, manipulative, story-stealing clown. Advocate for injustice. Congratulations on your 18-month membership. She says, good evening, Queen Mods in chat. Listen, y'all been wild over here tonight. Y'all been wild in the palace. Listen, Daryl Long, Sim God, my moderator says, child, members only, people be wilding too. This YouTube drama can get messy. It can if you let it. Tonight was the first night I was speechless because y'all showed up with some energy I ain't never seen before, but it was kind of entertaining, but not at the expense of others. So we're going to have to clean that up. So if any of you, and I mean what the fuck I said, if y'all went and took somebody alive, y'all owe them people an apology. Make it right because y'all got to quit doing that. Y'all really got to quit. Let's go. Prophetess Non one with a 5-piece and a pepper says someone came for Melody today and Mel called that person out and she says she knows someone sent her, but she wants the puppet master. Ooh, so maybe it is a full moon. Maybe it is a full moon. Somebody's mama, 1976 with a 2-piece and a pepper says blame it on the alcohol. She talking to you, Sin. She talking to you. Listen, 2 blocks for you with a 2-piece and a pepper says the goose is loose. Yes. So Crafty Line, what are your thoughts about the wacky ass Tuesday we've had tonight? You still
I'm
here
gonna
with
blame
me?
it on the. Yeah, I'm still here. The moon, the alcohol. I don't know. Tuesday, Mercury, and everything else. I'm
What they
just
must
glad I
have.
wasn't driving.
Listen, it was crazy, wasn't it?
It was. It was crazy. It was hot. It was heated, and it was funny as hell.
It
At some point.
was.
Mhm.
It was. And they still here. They laughing in the chat.
That mean
They
it was
laughing
really
in
good.
the chat. Y'all, I am shocked at y'all's behavior. I'm clutching my pearls tonight. Y'all crazy. Is that what y'all be doing to people's members only? Stirring up shit, lying on content creators. Oh, Tree says, I joined last week, but it doesn't show. I think you got to move up to 1 month, Tree. You got to hang in there, baby. You got 3 more weeks to go. You got 3 more weeks to go, Tree. You almost there, baby. Hold on, Courtney. Courtney said she was speechless tonight. We ain't never had that kind of shit happen in the palace. Listen, Regina, I love you too. Y'all get some sleep. I think y'all gonna be wide awake. Even Empress Radio was laughing. Listen, it was crazy in here tonight. Y'all called her name out, but I'm glad you was able to laugh about it, Empress, because you knew. You know what I'm saying? These subscribers be crazy for real. Yeah, I was clutching my pearls. Internet, I was. I was clutching my pearls. Listen, to Latrice, I'm sorry you got cursed out by somebody. She cursed you out good too. That was kind of funny. I don't know. We lighthearted over here. He cursed your butt out too. Latrice. You lucky I had your back and put her in timeout. Because you could have did it yourself. She gave you a good old cursing out. I'm sorry, y'all. We play like that in the palace. That lady came over here and cursed my moderator. Too, you gonna have to get. Come on now, now. I'm embarrassed. Now, why you let her do you like that? Sorry, y'all. I gotta log off too. You know what? We gonna put you in boot camp. Because the way you let that lady curse you and you didn't do nothing, you know what? Should we have a trial in the backyard? Should Toot keep her rich or not? Okay, let me go because I am just tickled to death. That lady cursed Toot Latrice's ass out. Even I was tickled. And ma'am, you can come back because you earned that. I forgot your name. I had to put her in timeout, girl. Toot didn't even. Courtney say, where's she at? I put her in timeout. I think Toot. Empress Radio say, I know how y'all are, Queen. All love Queen Sheba. It was very entertaining. Yeah, it was entertaining. But Toot, don't you ever let nobody curse you out like that in your palace. I had to listen. They taking up for you. They say, don't do Toot. Toot, beat. We gonna have to work on it, Toot. Oh, yeah, she cursed Toot ass out, baby. That lady earned her place over here in the palace. Ma'am, come back. I need to interview you. I just might make you a moderator. I just might make you a moderator, girl. God got a calling on your life. I'm for real. Y'all saw it, Crystal. Crystal say she just saw it. Two, if I make her a moderator, do y'all think y'all can make amends? Because the way she cursed, I might need her on my team. I listen, y'all to my what happened. I got her out of here before y'all could see. but I didn't block her because I feel like she's talented and she got a little bit of potential to her. I kind of like it. I like a little spice. 2, come on out the bushes. You'll be all right. Whew, we'll talk about it in the morning. I'm going to let 2 get some sleep and shake it off. 2 did say block Alina, but she should have put her in time out. Here for hot tea, she ain't had nothing to back it up with. She let her make it. No, man.
Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
Listen, whoever sent that lady over here, I'm going to take her away from y'all. I like her. I like her. And she going to train all my moderators in the cussing department. I'm going to use her for that. Come on back, girl. Inbox me. Inbox me because you're going to take it. You're going to onboard all of my moderators how to cuss in the chat because you curse your butt off. And it was funny. With that being said, y'all, good night. And I will see y'all in the morning. God bless you, everybody. Yeah. So they want to hear, you didn't want to, okay, here we go. They want to hear Shamar. I'm going to play it on the way out. Here we go.
Oh, baby.
Llama, red pajama, read the story with mama. Mama keeps the baby hurt. Mama llama go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, call down to his llama. Llama.
All right, the palace. It's time for I Said What I Said Saturdays. Right here on Queen Sheba. All right, the palace. Let's go. Damn.
Remember me? The one who beat your ass? Stop going on Instagram popping your shit like you about it. Look. Come on the south side. Get your ass beat. Came in the car park and tried to fight you.
Hey.
You didn't want to come out dodo. You didn't want to come out dodo. You didn't want to come out dodo.
Llama, red pajama, read the story with mama.